Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Brandon Johnson, Reused Boats TV, and today I'm going to take you out on a test drive on a 2008 Cypress Cay 220 Cabana TriToon. It's going to be awesome. The purpose of this channel is make a lot of training, how-to videos, as well as boat reviews, all to help enhance your boat ownership experience. So do me a favor, if I provide you any value at all, please consider subscribing by clicking down below. One more thing, remember, I sell boats here at Heartland Marine. I have a lot of customers or clients that'll call me or come by the office and say, hey man, like your videos, while they're buying a boat from one of the other guys here. No! So if you come to Heartland Marine, please ask for me. Let's get started.
What it really means to live life golden.
Now, once you have your boat on the water, this boat is multi-port direct ejected amazingness, so you should just be able to turn the key and start it. But if it hasn't been started in a while, back here underneath this pad, there's a primer bulb. The primer bulb is on the fuel line. Right here. Can you see that, Bill? Right here. Looks like a grenade. You just want to squeeze that till it gets nice and firm in your hand. It's just gravity. The fuel tank's here, the motor's here. The line goes like this. But that's only if you haven't started in a while. From there, come up to the helm. Three things if a boat won't start. Click, 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 dead battery. Turn the key over, nothing happens whatsoever, or either the battery's extremely dead, or most likely, it's just a gear. If you turn the key over and it just turns and won't fire, won't change its sound, the kill switch right here is the safety lanyard. It's the #1 reason why people call me after the sale and their boats won't start. But we're in neutral, kill switch is good, batteries are good, and we got gas. Turn the key, fires right up. Okay, so shifting, really smooth. This is just a cable. There's a definitive catch for forward right here. Neutral, reverse. Your throttle range is beyond the catch, okay? Since this boat is fuel injected, there'd be no reason to release the shifter and give it a high rev. But if you got some bad gas, you're trying to burn that out, you can push in the center. You can just give it a high rev, like so, okay? But to start it, you don't need to do that. So shift, back to shifting. I've had a lot of people, when they take off to drive, they have their finger on the trim up button. Right here, the gauge works. That's the motor going up, the motor going down. I'm going to include a link to a video in the description down below that explains how tilt and trim works. Buttons and switches. So we have our stereo right here, and we put in a new stereo. So there's a button to the right side of the dash that literally says stereo. Source, find a good channel.
Question. Hillsdale College
Like
President Larry Arnn argues that the best written book on this subject is Aristotle's.
So we'll shut that off. Horn. Says horn. Navigation light. That's driving at night. That's the red and green. And the white light built in on top. In the middle's off. All the way down. Anchor light. Stop. Okay. Courtesy lights have its own button, if it has one, right here. So it's a nice soft LED. Accessory, God knows, sometimes you don't know till nighttime what those do. Or if you were to add systems later, you could do that. So since we put in a new stereo, you can plug your phone in here, or it is Bluetooth, so you don't even need to plug it in. This is an Echo 200 Garmin fish finder. It shows depth, air temperature. We got some fish going in, just kidding. I'm not oh, and it shows speed too. Okay, so now we'll look at the helm, fuel, speedo, volt, tack, hours, tilt and trim. So what I want to do now that we understand what all the buttons and switches do, is I'm going to take the camera from Mr. Bill here, and I'm going to run the boat wide open, trimmed all the way down. Be sure to refer to that video in the description that explains how tilt and trim works, because then I'm going to trim up, which is letting the drive come up, gets the boat up on top of the water so we can see our true top speed. Then we're going to go put it back on the trailer. Okay, here we are. We'll get settled up against the seat here. Come back to neutral, forward. Again, we are trimmed down, and let's punch it. kind of put you back in the seat. So this boat's got lifting strakes. It's always on plane because it's a TriToon. It runs nice and strong, so we're trimmed all the way down. She's running strong, not hitting or missing spit and sputter, not missing a lick. Should probably shut that door so kids and critters don't fly out, unless you want them to. We're going so fast that that's not picking up speed. Hey, but it does show depth, and that's accurate. So that's trimmed all the way down at 35 miles an hour. Let's trim up. Just hold that there, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 36. About 36 miles an hour is going to be our top speed, which is really getting it because me and Bill aren't light. But you turn smooth, always trim down before you go to make a sharp turn, so you can throw a kid off a tube, like so. Remember, the faster you go, it gets a little more firm to turn. Like so, let's punch it again. It's beautiful, dude. In our Cypress Cay, that should be a ramp. So as you can see, she runs nice and strong. Doesn't hit, miss, spit, sputter, doesn't miss a lick. We're gonna go put it back on the trailer. Thought I'd show you a couple things real quick. Number one, this is how you slide your seat, just in between your legs. Forward, back. This is how you swivel freely, right here, okay? Like so. Now let's go throw her on the trailer, Mr. Bill. Trailer. Now let's take a look at the interior conditions. So the front gate, side gate, rear gate, how they work is you lift up, push down, holds it into place. All right, we'll stay on one side so we don't get dizzy. Vinyl is absolutely stunning. You got stainless steel cup holders, side gate, fire extinguisher. Now the spot in the carpet, that's just where it's wet. We had a ton of rain last night. So this lifts up. Rotocast seat bases. The only interior flaw I found is right here. There's a tiny nick. Kevin, the vinyl repairman, will be here tomorrow to take care of that. Because that's what we do at Heartland Marine. We inspect, check, clean, and correct the boats we sell before we sell them to the best of our abilities. Sun pads in great shape, which gives you a great big area to lay out, lounge around on. To lift this up, you lift it up from the transom side, and it's got the changing room built in. All the canvas is in here. So this folds out. You can put a porta potty in there, or it's a great place to put a big old cooler. Another thing I kind of like back here, personally, if I figure out how to lift it up, it's like a storage trunk. If it didn't have the fuel tank in the center log, that's where the fuel tank would be. You can put junk in your trunk there. Okay, nice wide entry gate, the deep reaching ladder. Instead of worrying about losing pins for the bimini, it's got these quick releases. This is the trailer strut to get it down. This is the long strut to lift it and open it. Captain's seat's awesome. As you can see, there's the cover, which I'm going to include here in just a minute. Just a quick walkthrough of the cover. Look at our shifter, our helm. You're going to see a lot of this. You've already seen a lot of this on the drive. Storage here, per pliers. We put a new CD player in it, so they didn't pick up their tools. Kids. There's the table. It goes right there. And then owner's manuals and storage. It's meant to be a cooler, but didn't keep stuff that cold. All right, starboard side. Lounger. Everything is beautiful. Someone called me. Everything is beautiful here. Some things you always want to look for when you're looking at TriToons, or really any boat. You know, look at the seams. See, there's no split seams, torn stitching. Look at the top of all the seats. See, there's no sunburned, faded, cracked. I know you can't feel it in the video, but it is nice and soft. There she is. Now let's take a look at the exterior condition. As we take a look at the condition here, the fencing is in great shape. Fencing is what I call the part above the rub rail. So this is the starboard side. Taking a look at the motor, it looks beautiful. Skag's in phenomenal shape, and the propeller's not dinged or dented up. Back of the pontoons are great. We have detailed it. It's got the ski tow bar bimini top, rear entry boarding ladder. It's got the lifting strakes and the sheeted underbelly. Like so. Power tilt and trim. So this is the splash shield, and these are the pontoons. Looks great over here. This kind of white powdery residue, that's from acid washing them. That'll come off as the boat gets used, but then the oxidation will come back too. So taking a look here, you got the solid full length aluminum running kills on all the pontoons. Lifting strakes on the inside just to turn sharper. Bow's in great shape. Let's take a look at the port side. So let's do pontoons and rub rail. Great shape here. Now, one thing I can do over here, I'm actually got a graphic guy, because the fuel tank is a common spot here. There's a fuel fill, port side. That's a common spot where gas runs down. If you don't wipe it off, it eats up the graphics. So I have a graphic guy coming to redo this and this. So that will look awesome. Well, there she is. Sure hope you're happy with it. I'll see you on the water. So I'll show you real quick. The canvas is in exceptional shape. Looks like there's a small tear right here. Looks great. What did I say? Here, let me see what I said. Do me a favor while you're checking this out. Please consider subscribing by clicking down below. And one more thing. If you call...
Bottles, popping bottles.